Hi, my name is Leroy, and today I'm with Sugar Spine with
Josh, the vocalist.
Sietse, the guitarist.
you both also have been active in the Dutch scene for a long time now. So what is it, the thing about the Dutch scene that you really like?
Well, I think I've been active in the scene for a much shorter time than Sietse and the rest of the band. I've only really been involved in the past, I would say 2 years, honestly. But what I've noticed, at least as an outsider or a recent outsider, is that it's a very warm and welcoming community, and that a lot of the mentality that I see is like the rising tide floats all ships. So there's a lot of collective pushing upwards. That's my take.
Yeah, quite same. I started in a band, I think 4 or 5 years ago, where I got to know these people in the scene in the Netherlands. And since then, it's always been people helping out each other, people asking for fill-ins, and people from within the scene taking jokes, filling jobs. That's actually how I got in the scene quite a bit, I would say. And we actually met through the Dutch scene as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's kind of how I got in Spine as well. Yeah.
Well, it's good that you mention it because we are doing this in English, so that's pretty uncommon for a full Dutch band. So how did the band came to be?
So it wasn't a band in the beginning; it was a solo project. I tried to move to the Netherlands during COVID, potentially an ill-advised decision, and my visa was denied the first time. So I came back to Australia, and during hotel quarantine, I came up with the first track, which was "Go Outside," and it became a solo project until 2022 in November, which is when I came back to the Netherlands. I got my visa and I said, okay, it's time to make a band because I really wanted to play these songs live. So I think the first thing that I did, I was just on Instagram, I was looking around at Dutch bands and just trying to find some local shows to go to. And then I found that there was a group chat in WhatsApp called the Community, and there was basically like every Dutch metalcore/hardcore musician was in there. So I put a message out in there, found Kun, and then I think I found you actually through Instagram. I saw your reels and your stuff. Yeah, and so I think I reached out to you that way, and then we met up and went to a show together. And then Tom, I found Tom, our drummer, through Instagram as well, and luckily the stars just aligned because these 3 guys are like the best possible members that I could have ever asked for. So it's really been, I don't want to say it's been easy because we've worked so hard the past 2 years, but it's been easier because of the level of ambition and creativity and teamwork and love that we all share as a band.
We already talked a bit about the different kind of scenes between you moving from Australia to the Netherlands. So what is the biggest difference between the Australian hardcore metalcore scene and the Dutch one?
It's hard to say because I'm not too familiar on what the scene in Australia is like now. If I'm looking from the outside in and I'm watching all these bands in Melbourne and Sydney come up, I mean, you're looking at bands in the hardcore scene in Melbourne like Blood Oath, Terminal Sleep, they're doing so well, and Scorn, Zuko, Deficit, Dissect, there's all these crazy, amazing bands that are coming up. I think what I'm seeing in Australia is that despite the massive distance between cities, there's still this collective Australian push to really get these bands more well known. I think there's a massive shout out in that regard to Beast Mode, which is a booking agency in Australia that's really doing a lot of that stuff and rejuvenating the hardcore scene. When I was in the metal/hardcore scene when I was a teenager, early 20s, it was a really similar kind of attitude in that everyone was just friendly with each other. It was just a community in the exact same way that the Netherlands is. I think knowing a lot more about the industry now and really having, I would say, a bigger stake potentially, I see a few things differently, just like in the way that people talk to each other, the way that deals and relationships and networks and agreements are made. I think I have a lot more of an insight into how that all works as opposed to being a naive teenager. But for the most part, it's similar in terms of the support that everybody gives each other.
You mentioned the difference between the different countries. So do you have any favorites in the Dutch scene and in the Australian scene?
Favorite bands?
Yeah, favorite bands. Local bands.
I think it would be, in the Dutch scene, it would be Deep Road. Guys from Reformist, Braces, Changing Tides, Torn from Oblivion, I'll Get By, just to name a few, I guess.
I think there's another band from Ada, a young hardcore band called Stoic. I think I haven't been to any of their shows, but I've met them a bunch of times as people, and I think they're really hard workers. So I'm excited to see what the future is like for them. Yeah. I guess, yeah, and for Australia, of course, as I said, there's like Dissect, Deficit, Zuko. There's a ton of sick bands out there. Yeah. And Blood Oath. Check out Blood Oath. Amazing. Blood Oath. Sorry. Sorry. I got excited.
Support your locals, right?
Yeah.
Don't matter where you are in the world.
And Huntsman. Check out Huntsman.
Yeah, you also had pretty much, yeah, since it's also around the end of the year, you also had a pretty big year for yourselves. If you look back,
Yeah.
if you look back to this year, what do you think is the most memorable achievement you made?
Ooh.
Or had?
That's a great one.
Yeah.
I think doing more shows, having more shows in the pipeline, announcing our first tour in January for next year, finishing our writing our new stuff, which we're releasing soon.
Cool.
Soon enough. So I think mainly the having more shows in the pipeline, having more material out there on the shelves for us to put out as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I think internally that's definitely some stuff for sure. Externally, I'm really grateful for the friends and the connections that we've made this year. We've really just rubbed shoulders and shaken hands with the most incredible people, people that we've looked up to even since we were like 15. And it's scary, exciting, high pressure, but at the same time so fulfilling to know that we are able to not just look at these guys from the audience, but also speak to them as I don't want to go as far as to say as peers, considering their life, their journey and stuff, but in the same industry, in the same industry, and just be able to talk to them as people is really humbling, but it's also really exciting because it kind of gives us a glimpse into where we can be if we try hard enough.
Yeah, because you did during the year. You did a lot of shows with a lot of local bands, but also international ones. I mean, Breakdown of Sanity.
That was this year?
I think so.
Was it last year?
Or was it last year?
Last year.
That was
Last
last
year.
year, because this year I was in Australia.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. But still.
Breakdown of Sanity.
Breakdown of Sanity.
Few other. You also
There's a bunch of. There's been a couple of
Distant,
others as well.
I think. For I Am King, just not that long ago.
We play with Distant on the 18th of December in Enschede, and then what have been some other ones that we play with internationals? Misery Signals. Was that this? It was last year. I think we've just been so busy this year with writing and getting out the EP. That was really our main focus. The way that a few people were like, why did you release every song as a single? But we spent 7 months releasing that EP because we wanted to actually gauge how the audience resonated with us the best. So if you look at each track, they're presented in very different ways. So the first track, Burn Beyond Recognition, was more like a hardcore live music video kind of thing, really grassroots. But then a track like To Fade Quietly was a lot more produced, and it had a lot more backing and layering to it, and it was a lot of a bit more of a deeper experience. And so we were just experimenting with how people kind of saw us. And now, knowing what we know, we are going to go into next year with that knowledge, but emphasized.
Yeah, because you did for every single, you did a video clip. You did like this huge social media promotion round to him.
Yeah.
It was very nice EP. I
Thank
also
you.
wrote a review about it. So
Yeah, thank you so much.
It was very nice. Listen to it, and it was like this story mixed in between it. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah. So Violent Heaven, to put it simply, is your own version of paradise. So whether that is a long-lasting, healthy, sustainable, safe relationship, whether it is living at home with your mum or anything like that, it's basically what you genuinely believe is like a beautiful thing in your life that you should fight tooth and nail to protect. And sometimes these things are not always perfect. Like with a relationship, maybe there are struggles, but if you believe in its strength enough, then you will basically go through hell to protect it and to nurture it. And so each track is a different facet of that. So Burn Beyond Recognition talks about the fear of kind of losing your identity and changing into someone that you love may not resonate with or love anymore. To Fade Quietly is to talk about the ephemerality of time, so how fleeting and how fast it goes, and wondering whether you are making the right decision now and regretting it in the future. And then Violent Heaven is very much a personification of, a deeper expression of what the entire EP is about.
Yeah, and it also has a lot of very cool breakdowns, nice two-step parts.
Yes.
It's sometimes these weird robot noises and stuff. Do you have?
Yeah, that's on me.
do you have any favorite breakdown or two-step part on the album or EP?
Ooh, I think in terms of breakdown, it would be the end breakdown of Burn Beyond Recognition, I believe. It's just also to play it live is just cool, and with like you mentioned, like the weird noises in between. So
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, little scratches. So yeah, I think that that one is it's one of the most hard hitting in a way. It's just dumb and it does the job.
It's dumb.
And yeah, also for live, we see a lot of movement during that one as well. So yeah, I think that one is my favorite breakdown. I would say, like in terms of like choruses, maybe that will be definitely TFQ for me.
TFQ?
Yeah, To Fade Quietly. Yeah. We have been shorting all the names internally, but yeah, To Fade Quietly. Yeah, it is.
You
go.
Back to it again. Yeah. You always said the same thing. Yeah, because we have BBR, SG, TFQ, etc. ETC. For me, I would say the breakdown of Stomping Ground. I really love playing it live because we extend it a little bit to get people to open up a little bit, and then we just throw it down. And yeah, it's really fun to see. But the next batch of songs that we got coming, there is some absolutely disgusting breakdowns on that. The next stuff we got is like the heaviest we've written. It's the most cinematic and massive we've written. It's really gonna. I love Violent Heaven. It's definitely gonna make Violent Heaven look like a tea party for sure.
Oh,
yeah,
that will be amazing then.
Yeah, we're excited.
It started out as a home project back in 2022.
Yeah.
Then you got Emerald, now
Yes.
Violent Heaven. And if you look back on the whole writing, producing process, how did that evolve from that point, and what made it evolve that way?
I would say that it's the weird way to say it, but maybe it's gone from shooting a shotgun to shooting a sniper. When I wrote Go Outside and then the EP Mirror Talk, it was really a scatter shot to kind of figure out what nature and attitude and personality I wanted the band/project to sound like. Mirror Talk was really almost like mathcore and then progressive metalcore kind of shit all through it. And I think I just felt myself leaning towards the bigger, more cinematic, larger than life kind of layers. And that's when Thrill of Ash came out as well. That was the last single that I dropped by myself, and then Emerald was the thing. And I think Emerald really was like when Sugar Spine, the project, started to become a more established version of itself. So tracks like Antlers really kind of gave us the foundation to be more melodic, because a lot of the stuff that we do in that album is what we have actually, I would say, emphasized on for the next body of work that we're going to release. So tracks like Antlers, With You Forever, and I would even say parts of Hisashi, stuff like that.
Oh, good.
We've really kind of leaned into towards that for the next one, but with a lot more of the elements of Violent Heaven, which is an EP that was done together. That was the first real body of work that we wrote together, which was a really exciting thing. We got to learn about how everybody works, what our strengths are, what our points of potential are as well. And I think it was really also cool to help us learn about ourselves personally. Yeah.
Well, also good to hear that Hisashi is going to get another kind of reference into the next part, because it's one of my favorites.
Sick.
So,
Cool. Yeah.
Really cool to hear that you're working on a kind of new thing in that way.
100%. Yeah, it's just going to be like, it's high pace. It's got some real intense Throatful of Ash style stuff in there, but then it's got these really massive melodic choruses that I think you'll like.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really looking forward to that. You did a lot of collabs, but the bigger ones like Breathe From Within, Half of Me, K-Ball, but also with Reformist, also with Torn From Oblivion. And if you look back to all those collabs you did,
Yeah.
which one was the most memorable to you and most fun to do?
Oh shit, that's a tough question. They all have their different qualities to them. In terms of like the most, the memory of the collaboration that I treasure the most is definitely with Chris for To Fade Quietly. He came from Germany to film the music video with us. We also, we recorded his vocal part together in Utrecht. And we've grown so close to him as a friend, and also as a band, we've grown really close to Half Me. And so those people are really, they've been so supportive of us, and that's really been a very memorable and a cherishable thing for us. But then, I mean, Cabal doing Hisashi, Andreas doing Hisashi, he has been in our corner since then and non-stop, like unconditionally. Same with Scott from Bleed From Within doing With You Forever. He has been in our corner since then. And then all the other bands that have trusted me with jumping on their songs. So also, oh my God, I'm having a mind blank. Reaching As We Fall, also did a track with those boys, and of course Reformist and Changing Tides, Torn From Oblivion. Like it's really humbling to throw my voice onto there. It feels like a lot of the work I've put in since I was 15 is being recognized. So that's really nice to hear, to feel.
And is there any collab you would like to do in the future? And what would the music sound like? What kind of song would it be like?
It's a hard one. I would go, I think, for someone with more clean vocal style, and it would definitely be on some sort of more like open chorus, like large production on there, just to really open it up. So, I think.
Who would that be?
A great question.
I can answer this for you, for sure.
Go for it.
He would like to collaborate with Landmarks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah.
For me, I think I would love to collaborate with Paleface because, especially with their last track, what's that called? Everything is Fine.
With Unprocessed, right?
No. So they did Instrument of War with Stick to Your Guns recently, but they recently just dropped another single called Everything is Fine, if I remember correctly. And that is a really melodic track, mostly singing, but it's cool. It's like, like everybody knows how gnarly of a vocalist Zelly is. And it's almost like the warrior in a garden kind of thing. It's like he doesn't have to be a warrior all the time, but we know that he can be. Yeah, so I mean, to collaborate with Paleface would be really special, I think, because I think we could do a lot of cool stuff together.
Is there also some new collabs we can expect with the things you're going to release? That you can talk about?
There's one band that we've reached out to, but I mean, nothing's set in stone yet. But there is one song that will have a collab on it.
Cool.
Yep, it's gonna be sick.
Do you have some kind of pre-show ritual?
Ooh, for me specifically, I don't think so. It's mainly stressing out about the rec. No, I think just before the show I make sure that I got all my in-ears. I just have some water in my system. Drink some water. Just make sure that everyone is okay, everyone's set up, everyone is cool and ready to go. I think I don't have like a certain specific ritual. I think. No.
No secret handshake or.
No. He wets his hair before every show. Every single time, he'll always wet his hair. This is like when boyfriends or girlfriends point out things about their partners that they don't know. Yeah. He'll always wet his hair before a show. But then apart from that, I think that's really it.
Yeah, that's really it.
He always tells us, like, don't fucking bug me while I'm setting shit up, but then he always ends up being involved in the banter anyway, so whatever. For me, I don't specifically have a pre-show ritual. I've recently started enjoying Red Bull a lot more occasionally. No, frequently. I don't know, man, it just hits.
Yeah.
What's your favorite flavor?
Oh no, the original Red Bull. I don't need any of that crazy shit. Just give me the real shit, you know. But that's super helpful because that way I don't get the caffeine jitters that you get with coffee. But I don't really warm up a ton. I probably do like 5 minutes of like, I'm good, and then we just start.
It always feels longer.
Talking shit.
It's like you're doing this
So
in 10 minutes.
back to the newlywed game.
See, and this is it. Yeah, you always say it doesn't look nice. Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like I do it shortly, but apparently not. Yeah, no, that's really it. Like, we kind of just hang out. Every now and then we do a little cuddle. But that's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about collabs. And you also did some non-musical collaborations, like with the Village Coffee and Music.
Oh yeah.
With the Violent Brew.
was
How,
like-
how did
it's like-
that come to be?
It's like, did I act in anything or something? Fuck. That was really fun. The Village is myself and my partner's local cafe, and the owner, super cool guy, and with the whole culture there is just all about alternative music. So I walked in and one day and I was just said, dude, we really want to make some coffee. Can we do that? Yeah, so we just said to Leonard, hey man, can we do some custom coffee? Can we print some stuff and just sell it? And he was like, 100% go for it. So that was really fun because we all are obsessed with coffee, especially the two of us. We actually send each other, every morning we send each other a photo of our espressos. Oh, we are so lame. Fuck.
Yeah, we can call this a newlywed episode.
This is, yeah. So I actually recently got a partner visa to this guy. Might as well. No, but it was a really cool collaboration. I think we'll make more because it sold out pretty fast after the release show. So
Yeah, I
we'll
was
make
wondering
more.
how good it would sell because it's something like very specific.
It sold well. It sold really well, and that shit was strong, man. That gave you the biggest come down ever. Oh man, yeah.
Oh shit.
It gave you the biggest high though, so
Cool, good to know.
yeah.
And you're wearing right now the Pariah shirt.
Yes. Sorry.
So, and with who did you that collaboration with?
So back in 2021, maybe? No, 2020, when I was actually sent back to Australia. I was also in Australia at the same time that Cabal was touring Australia with Earthcaller and Aviana. And I was talking with Nick, who was the drummer at the time of Cabal, and we were standing outside a bar in Melbourne, and he said, dude, what do you think about like gym wear but metal? And I was like, okay, cool, where do I sign? How do we kick this off? And literally since then, we've just been sampling products, coming up with all the branding, the ideas and stuff. And so he's left Cabal because he had a promotion at his career, and so he took that on. But it's just been myself and him working behind the scenes to build up the brands, and then also just connect with as many ambassadors as possible. But then also Elmer and Alan from Distant joined Pariah in different functions. So Elmer is really helping us with the logistics side of stuff, because with Distant they do a lot of the logistics and shipping and merchandise stuff. And then Alan is an incredible designer, and he helped us do this thing. See that?
Yeah, I was going to ask about
Yeah,
it because
so
it looks real cool, and it is
Thank
finally
you.
something, because most of the gym wear, I don't know if people go to the gym a lot, but it's usually very basic, kind of thick lettering, and it's all just very like.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many brands out there. So to name a few, there's obviously Gymshark, which is probably like the unicorn of the gym world. But then you've got Young LA, Breathe Divinity, Civil Regime, and then however many other ones there are. But we found with the ones like Breathe Divinity and Civil Regime and Young LA, they were doing a lot of really metal-inspired designs, but their ethos and their roots and their culture is not specifically metal. So we just said, well, that's all well and good. You know, Balenciaga can also make metal-inspired clothing, but they are not from the metal culture. So we just said, well, let's bring, as opposed to top-down, we're going to make it bottom-up. So we're going to come at it from the scene. And as a result of that, we've seen that a lot of people have really bought into that idea. I don't want to say bought, but they've really adhered to that idea and subscribed to it. And so we have some people who are, asking us like, when's the next stuff coming out? I need more, because I really appreciate the identity of the brand. And that's the whole idea, is that it's identity affirming gym wear and sportswear. And hopefully as we grow, we can do more cool stuff outside of the gym. I mean, there's so much that we can do.
There's so much techno in the gym.
There is, man. I don't want to get into this, but Basic Fit, fix your playlist.
Yes.
It's fucking terrible. Give me 5 minutes.
We heard all the remixes from all the pop songs from the 2000s already. Please give us some new things.
Yeah. I'm never listening to Kylie Minogue when I'm trying to lift. some tips for bands that are starting out.
Just like a couple of them.
Play with a click track. Invest in the right gear. Play with a click track. It makes a lot easier to take further steps in like show production live. I would say you can add much more things. You could add lights up to there. Just start with click and go from that.
For metalcore or for everything?
Everything. Just bands in general. Yeah.
I think for certain bands like punk bands, it probably would just be like go raw, go natural, send it.
Yeah. Maybe for like the more punk style bands, it doesn't really rely more on like the production side of things. So, but yeah, I would say like metalcore is a quite well produced genre. I would say in studio and in live. So yeah, it's cool to also show all the studio production that you did live and really let it translate. So yeah, that's something that you really need a click track for, and yeah.
That's a good one.
I would say yeah.
So for a band starting out, a good tip. Don't be afraid to talk to strangers. It sounds weird, but one of the most important things that you can do as a band is to gain more exposure and get more attention, and a really simple way of doing that is just talking to people. So and this is literally how I made friends with these guys, Torn From Oblivion. It's also how I made friends with Changing Tides. I went to a gig and I knew nobody, and I just went up to them and said, hey, how's it going? My name's Josh. I came from Australia. I really like your guys' sound, and that's it. So I think a lot of bands are really scared about wasting people's time and interrupting people and stuff. But honestly, like, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Go talk to people. It's the most important way that you can build a network, build some friends, build opportunities. And at the end of the day, like, if you're a nice person, I genuinely believe that most people are nice. Just go make friends. Friends are going to be so helpful as you grow as a band. And then you can help them, and it's a beautiful reciprocal relationship.
We prepared a kind of this or that kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
So, here we go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Writing or recording?
Writing.
Definitely.
Singing or screaming?
That's not fair.
I know.
For like forever?
No, just like
tonight?
preference.
If I had to choose forever, I would choose singing. But tonight I'm screaming. For sure.
I second both. So whatever I could do. No, I would say
Screaming, for sure.
yeah, screaming. Yeah.
You should hear, he does a really good rendition of Hisashi for sure.
Oh.
Nope.
Emeralds or Violent Heaven?
What the fuck? Violent Heaven.
Violent Heaven.
Hardcore or metalcore?
Metalcore.
Medical. Yeah. I thought you would say hardcore.
You have no idea how
You're
close I
on
was.
edge.
I literally just tipped like this. Yeah.
Playing as a headliner or as a support act?
Support.
It's a tough one because with headliners we do a little bit more show production around it, but I really do enjoy playing support slots. Yeah.
Being with I Am King on the past 4 shows with them was so much fun. It gives us exposure to people that haven't seen us before, and it also feels really awesome to be trusted by a band like I Am King to be the direct support. So yeah. Nice.
So how was performing with I Am King?
Sick. It was fucking sick.
Yeah?
Yeah. The shows are really fun. 2 of them were sold out completely. The final show, Patronat, was by far like the wildest, and it was the most energy. It was really cool.
Let's go back to the this or that thing.
Let's do it.
Collabing with another band. Collab with a vocalist for your own music or feature on another band's song.
I mean, you're the vocalist, so
You're
you're
a
the.
guitarist, so you can do solo.
Yeah,
True.
you can.
True.
You can collab with bands.
That's true.
Yeah, you can.
But I think I would pick someone on our songs, I guess, in that regard.
I don't know.
I never said these were easy.
This is a hard one.
No, this is like having toes for fingers.
I would say, like, from vocalist perspective, new people on our songs is always great. I don't know. Guitarist featurings are always they're sick, but they are a little bit less put out and less lit in a way. Right?
Less what?
Lit? Like they don't
Like the
promote
lid.
it as much.
Oh, right, okay.
No, not lid, not the lid, bro.
The lid.
Sorry.
The lid.
I think for me, there's different feelings. Like to have someone come onto your track, it's really cool that they are keen. So to have Scott say, yeah, like I'll be on one of your tracks is like super cool. But then to be trusted and be valued enough to be on someone else's song, it feels really special. But if I had to choose, I would probably say to have someone on my song, I think. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Patat,
Yeah.
patat of friet?
Friet.
Fried.
100%. That was easy.
We raised this Australian ride.
Yeah.
TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram,
Instagram.
Coffee or tea?
coffee,
Coffee.
Cycling or hiking through the mountains?
cycling forever, downhill mountain bike. Do not give me hiking shoes ever.
Whatever this bogan said.
Hang on.
Carnival or Sinterklaas?
Sinterklaas, baby, Sinterklaas.
Neither of those. I would say Sinterklaas. Yeah.
Final one. Pokemon or Digimon?
Pokemon. Oh wait, Digimon's sick. Shit. Nah. Oh.
Like
you know
I
what?
said.
Fuck it, I'm going underdog. Digimon. Digimon forever.
Pokemon.
Yeah. Mainstream
Nice.
girl.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Thank you. It was a lovely interview.
Thank you for having me.